Six, five, four, three, two, one. Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sports.
What is going on, my fellow YouTubers? This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports. I want to welcome you guys all to another entry video for a new tournament, and we're going to be featuring the Xbox guys in this one, and it's the Random Fighter Select Tournament. Ah, man, I can't wait for this one, man. It's probably the most hyped tournament so far, man, just because it's different, it's unique, but you got to pay attention, man, because you got to follow the rules. Now, if you are an Xbox guy and you want to sign up, it's simple, man. All you got to do is email me at rickyjsports@outlook.com. I'll put the details in the description, and just give me your Xbox, you know, your Xbox login name or whatever you want to call it. We call it the PSN name, but I guess it's your gamer tag. Give me your gamer tag, and I'll get you signed up. And the reason I need your email is just because I may need to contact you with respect to your matchup in the future. So just like I said, email me at rickyjsports@outlook.com, and I'll get you all signed up. We're going to do 128 fighters, I think, in this one. In the past, I've done 256 fighters. I think it's kind of too much, so I'm thinking we go with 128. And I think it should be good, man. And anyway, to start things off, in order to be in this tournament, you got to be able to record your fights. Now, there's various means of recording your fights through, you know, Twitch, I believe Twitch, YouTube, or using an Elgato. If you can't record your fights on Xbox, because I believe you can only record on Xbox for 5 minutes, don't sign up for the tournament, man, because the problem with the last Xbox tournament was not a lot of guys were sending me footage, and I couldn't showcase a lot of you guys. So if you can't videotape or record, videotape, yeah, the 90s, but if you can't record your fight, don't sign up. Winners and losers this time must send me the fights in order to get featured on the channel. This will eliminate people already knowing who's going to win. So the winners and losers, please send me your fights, and then I'll feature the fight on the channel. Now, here's the big thing, and I'm going to get right into the game. Look at that, I'm 4-0 in the new season, but remember, you're just facing a bunch of guys that are, you know, starting off the game. When you start moving up in the rankings, you face all the top dogs, and it's so funny how your record just suffers because of that. But I'm starting off at 4-0, and I'm pretty happy about that. But anyway, to get this whole thing going with respect to the Random Fighter Select, when you face off with your opponent, you'll have 2 chances to pick your fighter. So if I go, let me just go to a random fight. Yeah, this is all in the raw. If I go to, let's just pretend I'm facing my opponent, and I go right here, and let's just say, let's go to welterweight. Yeah, let's go to welterweight, and I'm going to hit my Random Fighter Select button. So the Random Fighter Select button is L3. So I hit it, and Jordan Mein is my first random fighter that I selected. If I'm not happy with Jordan Mein, I am able, people, to hit it one more time, and one more time only, and whoever I get in this Random Fighter Select is the fighter that I have to use in my fight. So you can't go back to your first fighter. I can't go back to Jordan Mein if I decide to pick another fighter. So say I'm not happy with Jordan Mein, I feel like, you know what, I can take my chances, and I feel like I can get somebody better. Let me hit it again. Matt Hughes. So I have to use Matt Hughes in the fight. So that's the rule. The Random Fighter Select, you have 2 tries to pick your fighter, but if you decide to go with the second try, you must go with that second fighter. And if you're going to do any funny business, if you say, you know, push it 3 or 4 times, you know what, I am going to disqualify you from the tournament. So only hit it once, and if you don't like it, hit it twice, and you got to use a second fighter. Hopefully that was clear. I don't want to see people making, you know, some kind of prank or whatever, just to, or some kind of like glitch to try to get a better fighter. Now, if somebody backs out of the invitation, they must use that fighter. So for example, I know I'm talking a mile a minute, but if I select Mike Pyle as my fighter and something happens and I back out by accident, you got to use Mike Pyle. So remember, no funny business. It's all for fun. If you can't handle the fun competition, don't join. Now, it's best 2 out of 3. So the first 2 fights are 3 rounds, and the third fight, if it's necessary, it's 5 rounds. You know, each fighter gets to pick the weight class for each of their respective fights. But if this is a new rule, so if it gets to the third fight, or, you know, if people love the same division, you can only use the division once. So if I'm a lightweight fighter and I use the lightweight division in one of my first fights, if it goes to the second fight, you can't use the lightweight division in the second fight. So this is going to hopefully create more diversity with respect to the fighters that we see. So once again, you can't use the same division twice in a matchup. You gotta use 3 different divisions. So for example, if I face a guy and we fight in lightweight, and then the second fight we fight in welterweight, we can't go back to lightweight and welterweight. We got to go to a different division. So say like heavyweight, and we fight the third fight in heavyweight. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of any other, any other rules. If I missed it, I'll put it in the description. But the main thing is simply have fun and get your fights in, man. You got 1 week per round to get your fights in. If you don't, you're disqualified. The one thing that really drives me nuts with these tournaments is people that commit to the tournament and then they go in ghost mode for the rest of the tournament. So if you feel like you can't commit to this tournament, don't bother signing up, man. It's that simple, okay? So simply just don't sign up. But if you're serious about it, if you're available, that's the main thing. If you're available, then sign up, man. And hopefully we can get this tournament done in a month or 2. The last tournament, the PS4 tournament, it lasted over 3 months. It was way too long. So I'm giving you 1 hard week to get each round done. And if there's an issue, talk to me, man. But hopefully there won't be, and we could just move on and get this tournament over with. All right, people, I'll end off this video. Have a great day, guys. Sign up. Don't forget to email me, and we're gonna get this Xbox tournament hopefully right away, man. Right away. If I can get this bracket done, we can get this tournament started by the week, early next week, if you know what I mean. But anyhow, people, this is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports. Have a great day, guys. Sign up for this Xbox tournament, and don't forget, baby, you are awesome.